anyone honestly want more of these?
He's got a pen in his hand, a piece of paper staring back.
Hoi hoi, so today we're going to be talking about the 8 songs that I didn't discuss yesterday, and these are the songs that are either on the bubble for qualification or are pretty darn well set not to qualify. And so let's start with the 4 countries that are fighting it out for the last 2 spots, and we'll begin with Belarus. So Belarus are being represented by the duo Yusari and Maimuna. Maimuna is actually a violinist, so she's not going to be singing on stage, and their song is called Time, and it's this nice little, starts out as this nice little piano ballad and slowly increases in tempo and amplitude to the point where it's kind of this epic sweep by the end. And I think this is probably in for qualification, even if it's not totally one of the set ones, because the song is catchy, and when they've been doing it at things like Eurovision in Concert, which is the big promo event, they've been producing a really nice stage picture, and that is going to help them earn a lot of votes from people who are looking at it. Because, let's be honest, this is a television program, it's not necessarily just something for the songs. So that's going to help matters. It's also right between Hungary and Russia in the running order, and they're both sending ballady kind of things, so it's a nice shot of energy between the two. But it doesn't necessarily have the same massive and devoted following as some of the other songs in the semi-final, and its neighbors' priorities are probably going to lie with songs like Russia and Georgia and Armenia before they lie with Belarus, so it may run into some serious problems, even more so than some of the ones I discussed yesterday. So 10th on the list of what I think will be the set qualifiers is Serbia, and they're being represented by Bojana Stamenov with the song Beauty Never Lies, which actually has the same lyricist as last year's winner, Rise Like a Phoenix. Conchita Wurst. Anyway, it's a very nice classically Eurovision up-tempo dance number. The staging is also very Eurovision. You have your projector dress, you have backing dancers who are there for no reason, and it's all delightful. Bojana has a fantastic voice, and she's been performing the song live consistently, not just singing it, but performing it really well. She's been interacting with the crowd, she's been getting everyone on their feet. It's been really, really fun to watch. And her vocal prowess will definitely earn her some of the votes of the jury, because it's also another one of those very showy vocals where she goes on these massive runs for lengthy periods of time. And the staging and the up-tempo-ness should help her earn some televotes. But I'm a little worried because it hasn't been doing well in the fan polls, and the fan polls traditionally tend to overrate the big dancey numbers compared to the general public, so it's very, very much on the bubble. We'll see how that should respond on the night. Third on the list of countries that are kind of on the bubble, and the first country that I think is probably not going to make it is Greece, and they're being represented by Maria Elena Kyriakou with the song One Last Breath. It's this kind of Bondy ballad. It's nice, she sings it well. Now, Greece have a perfect qualification record, mostly deservedly, I think, and Kyriakou is a solid singer with a song that has serious jury appeal because it's this ballady number, and a lot of the older jury members are really going to fall for it, I think. But it may be too earnest to earn the throngs of televotes on which Greece's Eurovision success has previously relied, and it's in a really bad running order spot because it's right after a commercial break, with Finland right before that commercial break, and Estonia, both of whom are kind of hot favorites, if not memorable. So I don't think it's going to make it, but it could easily sneak in, especially over Belarus or Serbia. Currently sitting in 12th position for me is the Netherlands. They are being represented by Treintje Oosterhuis. Her song is called Walk Along. It's this country-ish. It's nice and up-tempo and fun, and I said I wouldn't editorialize, but I have a soft spot for this one, even if not a lot of other people do. Now, Treintje has quite a few supporters, and some very good performances. I think she's a very seasoned performer. She has been with multiple groups in the Netherlands that have been very, very successful, so she knows what she's doing on stage. And some of the commentators may mention that the composer also sang the Netherlands Empty from 2013, which was very, very well received. And that might get a lot of people interested, even if they wouldn't be drawn to the song anyway. But it's between Belgium and Finland in the running order, which may make it look like filler, and a lot of the reviews have been negative, plus there's the why chorus that no one likes, really, even the people who like the song, so I'm really worried about this one and think it'll probably not make it, but it could. On to Macedonia next, and they're being represented by Daniel Kamakoski with the song Autumn Leaves. It's this quiet R&B ballad, breakup number. Daniel Kamakoski is also really well known in the Balkans because he won the entire Adriatic Sea version of X Factor, and it's actually going to be backed up on the night by the same singers who sang No Diggity, so that might actually help it earn some votes if the commentators mention that, which they may not. And the juries might actually fall for the R&B ballad stylings of the number, but it does follow Estonia in the running order, and they're currently the hot favorite to win the semifinal, and Daniel Kamikoski has also been really inconsistent with his live vocals throughout the season. When he sounds off, and he needs to give really strong performances for both the jury and the televote, and I don't see how that's going to happen, so I really think that they're going to miss out. 15th on the list of songs that are most likely to qualify, and therefore second to last on the songs that are most likely to qualify, is Denmark. And they're being represented by a band called Anti-Social Media with the song The Way You Are. When I was playing all the songs for my mom, she described it as a song that they would make the Brady kids sing, and that is not really inaccurate at all. It's the same kind of bubbly, happy pop song that's worked for Denmark many, many times before. They won the contest with a song like this a couple years ago, but it's been panned pretty universally. The lead singer's live vocals are kind of sketchy, and it's in probably the worst running order position of any song in the semifinal. It's right between Russia and Albania, whom you may remember from the definitely qualifying list. So those two songs had a lot of buzz, and this is almost certainly going to be forgotten. Probably the most shocking for me, even if it's second to last on the list, if it manages to qualify. 16th and last on the list of possible qualifiers is Moldova, and they are being represented with the song I Want Your Love by Edward Romanuta. It's in sync is how I described it when I first heard it, and I haven't really wavered from that. My absolute favorite thing about this song is that the music video for it is not the actual music video. They just took the audio from the song and put it to another music video from him, so none of the lip sync sections match. The story doesn't match the song at all, and it's all very off-putting and hilarious unintentionally. It has a few neighbors in this semi, including Romania, who will probably give it a lot of points, but by that same token, it has been panned pretty universally, and it's also first in the running order, which means it'll most likely be forgotten as filler. It also reminds me of some of the other songs that have been that the producers put first in the running order to sweep them under the rug. So I really, really don't think this one is making it. That concludes the first semifinal. Check back tomorrow, and we'll be going through the second semifinal. See you then.